Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series videos I do for Luana. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I sure hope this helps me focus, because if it doesn't, then it's false advertising. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case. I actually got this particular item sometime last week. And it's been up in my cupboard of many reviewable items. And because it's very flat to the ground, it ended up kind of like, sort of like being not the most visible thing there. And then literally just today I was like going through because I was reaching for something up there and I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, there it is. So what is it? What am I reviewing for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, it happens to be, boom! It's Focus Fish from Tandy. Apparently it supports attention and memory. They're gummies powered by American ginseng. We have American ginseng? I don't know if I trust American ginseng. To be fair, I like American Chinese food, so let's hope it goes along that way. It is apparently very berry punch flavor. And, so this is like a weird new product line of gummies that claim to have like these, extra benefits to them. And not those type of gummies, I don't think. But I already reviewed the like stress relief ones, and I figured, what the fuck. So first of all, let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like that. Let's get it. Ha 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 ha. And yeah, so reach for these gummies for next level fix of flavor with wellness or benefits that keep you vibing. Magic behind the fast acting works within 60 minutes, so. Sweetened with probiotic fiber from chicory root. I think that was the same thing with the other one. Natural flavors and colors from fruit, vegetables, and superfoods. And then there's two flavors. There's strawberry punch and mixed berry punch. And it's gluten-free and all that. No titanium dioxide, all that good stuff. Now, when I did the stress relief ones, they had numerous flavors, and I didn't get all of them. So I'm hoping with this, since it's only two flavors, I'll actually get one of each at least. So let's open it up, and we'll see how they are. I don't necessarily need a lot of focus right this minute, if I'm entirely honest, because, like, I'm just going to go inside after this and go to sleep, but let's see. Open. Open. I don't. Did I seriously get a whole... Come on! No! Are you shitting me? All I got are red ones! All I got are red ones! What the actual fuck? Some of them are a little bit more red than others. Does that mean they're different flavor? Alright, I'm gonna work off that presumption. If that is... I can only assume that that's the case. Because, I mean, look at that, right? I mean, yeah, that is, like, it's a bit more of a darker thing, but it's not a purple like it is on the thing. I'm assuming this is strawberry. That's tasty. I like the gummy consistency. It's not, like, too firm. Some gummies can just be too chewy. That's not bad. It's definitely the strawberry. It has a fair amount of flavor for being what it is. It is it's sweet, but it's not as sweet as, like your Welch's fruit gummies and stuff like that. It's a little bit more dialed back, but it's not lacking in sweetness. It's not lacking in flavor either. The strawberry flavor itself is nice enough. I wouldn't say it's the best strawberry flavor. It's definitely not the best gummy I've had. Let's get that out of the way. But it's still pretty good. Like, overall, it's a nice eating experience. The flavoring is pretty solid. You know, it's not the best strawberry flavored gummy I've had. I think that's kind of where, you know, the ones that do just do the artificial stuff, they tend to have a little bit of an edge, because of course they can amp up the flavor, you know, that whole thing. But I think for what this is, like the strawberry flavor is actually rather nice. I mean, I'm kind of down with that. Like, it's not exceptional, but it's nice for what it is. Now let's try one of these out and let's hope that it's berry flavored, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, like, that was such a similar flavoring. If it is berry, it's not jumping out at me. That one's strawberry for sure. Try a darker one again. Maybe. I'll say this. The darker ones, honestly, the darker ones just taste like less flavorful red ones. Like, the red ones at least have a little bit, well, the brighter red ones, they at least have a little bit more of a strawberry spark to them, you know, a little extra something that kind of, you know, like, okay, yeah, get a little bit of a strawberry. The darker ones have a very similar flavor profile. They just lack that spark and they don't have as much personality. Like, they're just shittier versions of the red ones. I don't know if that's just a flavoring discrepancy or if that's actually what the berry flavor is, because otherwise the flavors are almost identical. It's just, again, one is a little bit more pronounced than the other one. I wouldn't say that the other one tastes much like a strong berry flavor. Wow, okay. Yeah, I really don't know what to take away from that. That's a weird thing. I mean, I can only assume that one is the strawberry, one is the berry. Huh? And again, if that's the case, then the berry ones just suck. Because, I mean, they don't taste bad or anything, but they're just much weaker versions of the strawberry ones. And it's not like the strawberry ones, although I like the flavor of the strawberry ones, they're not exactly super punchy with the flavor. Yeah. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get him again? Would I recommend him? No. Focus aspect stuff aside, I don't, you know, at the end of the day, when I ate the stress relief ones, did I go over there and feel more, you know, less stressed in my day? Not that I recall, but at the same time, I wasn't in a particularly stressful mood. So, you know, will these go over there and help me with focus later on in the day? Maybe. That's really something that, like, you'd almost have to do an experiment on yourself, and I'm not willing to do that. You know, for me, they're just some gummies. I just want them to taste nice and to, you know, try to give a description for you fine folks. In that regard, you know, because ultimately that's what I have to go off of, is the flavor and what they're doing. They're not terrible gummies, but, like, the stress ones were way better, despite the fact that I didn't get all the flavors. This one, I don't even know if I got both of the flavors. But even if I did, I feel like this one is definitely weaker overall. I think the strawberry ones are okay. You know, they're not bad for what they are, but the berry ones, if that's what they are definitely not that great. So I think for these, I really don't have a lot of, you know, good things to say about them. You know, again, I mean, if they do the focus thing or whatever, I guess that's nice, but for me personally, I definitely wouldn't get these again. Unless in an hour's time, I'm over there, I'm trying to do something, and I suddenly just become hyper-focused on everything, then maybe it'll be worth it, but, you know, just as gummies, they're not that great. And if I'm recommending them, I can't, you know, because, again, it's, you know, I can only go off of what they taste like and the experience that I'm having with them, and the experience I'm having is that they're just very okay gummies. You don't get a lot of them. I'm sure I overpaid for them. I just don't see a reason to invest in these, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I want them to If they actually do what they're supposed to do, that's nice. But I still want them to taste nice, and I want them to stand out. I don't feel like these do that. They're just very, at best, these are like some gummies that you could get like, just like a non-name brand, gas station brand gummy. That's what these are like, where they're just fine. So, 5 things before I get out of here, though. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly proper gummy-tastic rest of your life. Whatever that may be for you, You like the worm variety, the bears, what are you doing? These are like little fish things. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I'd like you to go out and do. If you're a more scientifically minded person than myself, and you've actually gone over there and got some of these and, sort of tested them out on yourselves, or, I guess friends or family, as long as they're consenting, I'd be really interested to see, do you feel that there's something to them, or do you feel like it's just, I would imagine that at the very least there probably are ingredients in this that on some level probably do promote at least a little bit of something, because, if you're not doing that, I would imagine that, the FDA or somebody would get mad at you. But at the same time, there's been plenty of times when, companies and products have scammed the shit out of people. So, I'm not saying that's what Tandy's doing. I'm guessing there probably is at least a little something to it, but I'd be interested what you fine folks have to say. Anyway,